Hello students, welcome back to the ninth lecture on classification and tabulation. Here we are solving the examples on tabulation. Today's first example is the number of students in a college in 2005 was 510. Of these, 480 were boys. In 2010, the number of boys increased by 100% and that of girls are increased by 300% of that of 2005. In 2012, the total number of students in the college was 1200. The number of boys being double the number of girls. Tabulate the above information. So this information will write in a tabular form. Here in the solution we have to write the heading, following table represents the student strength of a college. In the question it is given that in 2005 the total number of students are 510. Out of that 480 were boys. So we can find the number of girls, that is 510 minus 480, and here you will get 30 are the girls. So in the year 2005 30 are girls. Then in 2010 the number of boys were doubled, means 480 plus 480. 100% increase means 480 plus 480. So it is 960, and that of girls are increased by 300%. So 3 times it is increased. So 30 plus 30 plus 30, that is 90. So 960 plus 90 is 1050. Similarly, in the question it is given that in 2012 the number of the student strength is 1200 and the strength of boys is double of strength of girls. So if you consider the girl strength is 400, then the boy strength will be 400 plus 400, that is 800. So this is the solution or tabular presentation of the given data for the first example. Then in classification we didn't solve any example on bivariate frequency distribution. So here the same unit is there. So we will solve an example on bivariate frequency distribution. The example is, below are given the marks obtained by a batch of 22 students in mathematics and statistics. Prepare a bivariate frequency table. And here we have the data, that is roll number, then marks in mathematics and marks in statistics. Similarly, roll numbers, marks in mathematics and statistics. 22 number of students are there. See here, the roll number 1 marks in mathematics are 53 and marks in statistics are 58. Similarly, roll number 2 marks in mathematics 54, marks in statistics are 55, and so on. The roll number 21 marks in mathematics 35, marks in statistics 40. Roll number 22 marks in mathematics 40 and marks in statistics 52. So this data we have to tabulate, that is bivariate frequency distribution. Here in the solution we have to write the mathematics marks in mathematics highest value and least value. So if you identify the marks in mathematics, 72 is the highest, and in marks in mathematics 25 is the least. Minimum marks are 25. Then if you observe the marks in statistics, then maximum marks, highest marks are 85. Highest marks are 85 and minimum marks are 10. Minimum marks are 10 in statistics. So we have to take the class intervals according to this highest value and lowest value, both in statistics and mathematics. Now in the solution we will prepare the table Since in the mathematics minimum marks are 25, so we will take the class intervals from 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on. The maximum marks are 72, so we will take the class intervals up to 70 to 80. Similarly, in statistics, minimum or least or lowest marks are 10, so we'll start the class intervals from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on. The maximum marks or highest value is 85, so we'll take the class intervals up to 80 to 90. Then if you go back and check the roll number 1, marks in mathematics are 53 and marks in statistics are 58. Mathematics 53 and statistics 58. So marks in mathematics are 53. Marks in mathematics are 53 will come in this class interval, and marks in statistics are 58. So 58 will come in this class interval. So intersection of these two class intervals, that is here. So here we have to give one tally mark to the roll number 1, that is marks in mathematics are 53, which will come in this class interval, and marks in statistics are 58, which will come in this class interval. So intersection of these two is here. So here we have to give the tally mark. Similarly, we have to continue for the next set of observations. The next set of observations, here you can observe roll number 2. Marks in mathematics are 54 and marks in statistics are 55. So we have to mark mathematics 54, statistics 55. So for that, you can observe mathematics 54, which will come in this class interval, and statistics 55. So statistics 55, which will come in this class interval. So intersection of these two is here. So here we have to give one more tally mark to the roll number 2, that is marks in mathematics are 54 and marks in statistics are 55. Then if you go to the third set of observation, that is roll number 3, here marks in mathematics are 52 and marks in statistics are 25. So we have to give the tally mark for marks in mathematics 52. So 52 will come in this class interval, 52 here it will come, and marks in statistics are 25. So 25 will come in the class interval 20 to 30. So intersection of these two is here. So here we have to give one tally mark, that is roll number 3. Similarly, we have the roll number 4. The marks in mathematics are 32. Marks in mathematics are 32, which will come in this class interval, and marks in statistics are also 32. So marks in statistics are 32, here it will come. So intersection of these two class intervals will be here. So here we have to give one tally mark for roll number 4. Similarly, roll number 5, marks in mathematics are 30. Marks in mathematics are 30. So 30 will come in this class interval, and marks in statistics are 20. So marks in statistics are 20 here in this class interval it will be. So intersection of these two is here. So here we have to give one tally mark for the roll number 5. Similarly, the roll number 6. Roll number 6, we have the marks in mathematics 60. So 60 will come in this class interval, and for the same roll number 6, marks in statistics are 85. So 85 here it will come in the class interval 80 to 90. So intersection of these two will come here, and here in this cell we have to give one tally mark for the roll number 6. Similarly, we have roll number 7. Roll number 7, marks in mathematics are 47. Marks in mathematics are 47. So 47 will come in the class interval 40 to 50, and for the same student marks in statistics are 44. So 44 will come in the class interval 40 to 50. So intersection of these two will come in this cell. So here we have to give one tally mark for the roll number 7, that is marks in mathematics are 47 and marks in statistics are 44. Then we have roll number 8. Roll number 8, marks in mathematics are 46. 46 will come in the class interval 40 to 50, and marks in statistics are 80, so 80 will come in the class interval 80 to 90. So here intersection of these two, we have to give one tally mark in this cell. Similarly, we have the roll number 9. Marks in mathematics are 35, so 35 will come in the class interval 30 to 40, and marks in statistics are 33, which will come in the class interval 30 to 40. So intersection of these two will be here. So in this cell we have to give one tally mark for the roll number 9. Similarly, roll number 10, that is marks in mathematics are 28. So 28 will come in this class interval, and marks in statistics are 72. So 72 will come in the class interval 70 to 80. So intersection of these two, we have to give one tally mark in this cell. Like this, we have to continue the process up to the roll number 22. We can observe roll number 22. Marks in mathematics are 40. So 40 will come in this class interval, and for the same roll number 22, marks in statistics are 52. So 52 will come in the class interval 50 to 60. So here is the intersection of these two. So in this cell we have to give a tally mark for the roll number 22. Like this we have to complete to give the tally marks for all the students, and then we have to count the tally marks and write in the respective cell. Here you can observe in this cell one tally mark is there, so here in the bracket we have to write 1. Here we have one tally mark, so in the bracket we have to write 1. Here we have one tally mark, so here we have to write 1. Or here we have 3 tally marks, so here we have to write 3, and so on. We have to continue this. Then we have to count the tally marks row wise and column wise, and we have to write the total. Here this is 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So here we have written the frequency for the class interval 20 to 30, that is 3. Similarly, 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So frequency is 6 here. Here 1 plus 3 4 plus 1 5 plus 1, that is 6. Then 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here it is 1, so frequency is 1. Similarly, row wise frequencies we have to add. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4. This is 1 1, and this is 1 1. So here 1 plus 1 is 2. Now if we add either these frequencies or these row frequencies, then at the end we will get the total, that is grand total n equal to 22. That is the marks of 22 students we have considered here. So this is the formation of bivariate frequency table. Similar, one more example is there that you can try at your house. Below are the ages of husbands and wives. Prepare a bivariate frequency distribution with suitable width. Here serial number, age of husbands in year and age of wife in years are given. So 20 number of observations are there. Serial number 1, 2, 3 up to 19, 20. And age of husbands in year and age of wives in year are given. You can observe the serial number 1, age of husband is 24, age of wife is 28. Serial number 2, age of husband is 42, age of wife is 37. So on. Serial number 20, age of husband is 47 and age of wife is 34. Then you can prepare the bivariate frequency table. First we have to find the age of husband, highest value and the lowest value. Similarly, age of wife, the highest value and lowest value, and based upon that range of the data you can take the class intervals. So this is your second example on bivariate frequency table. Just complete this example like previous example. Thank you.